Hello, I have a question for you. What is education? First, let's discuss a brief history. Education was not always as available as it is today. Previously, white male students were taught basics at home, and the wealthy were educated in private schools. In the 1840s, reformers like Horace Mann and Henry Barnard pushed to make sure as many children as possible had opportunity for learning. This would create more social stability and lower poverty rates. As a result, public education was formed just as the Industrial Revolution bloomed, and therefore was established in a factory-like manner. Students followed a strict schedule and were fed information through lectures, similar to the creation of a product in an assembly line. This method, referred to as direct instruction, is when a teacher lectures information to children with minimal involvement. In response to the disinterest of children, rather than reforming the system, we are trying to alter the children by medicating them with ADHD medication. Education is more than the regurgitating of useless information and facts commonly found in the American schooling system. True education spans beyond the classroom. 21st century learning embodies an approach to learning that marries both content and skill. The information taught directly through lectures is virtually useless if it cannot actually be applied. In a constructivist or life-centered approach to learning, students create their own understanding and apply it to their lives. Students will need an appropriate blend of academic and functional skills if they are to be successful during their school years and after they leave the education system. Education is a matter of learning how to apply knowledge with interactions with others and the resources around us. How does technology impact education? Many fear the introduction of technology into the classroom would be a distraction for the students. However, if the instructor fails to be engaging, students are likely to find distractions with or without technology. Teachers can use technology as a tool to further engage their students and help minimize distractions. Flipped learning is a great way for teachers to shift away from the objectivist lecturing method and into the constructivist method. The elements that traditionally occur during class time in a traditional classroom are switched with the homework elements.
The flipped class requires us to fundamentally rethink two important aspects of education: space and time.
So let's talk a little bit about space. If you think about the way classrooms have been set up traditionally, they had a chalkboard in the front of the classroom. Then those chalkboards became whiteboards, and then those whiteboards became overhead projectors, which then turned into LCD projectors that we hung on the ceiling. But really the classroom in all of those situations is a presentation station. It's not a center of learning. When we rethink the space of the classroom, we're reorienting how the classroom is used, where the front of the classroom is or where the front of the classroom isn't.
All you have to really do is rethink where you're going to put tables and chairs. But then that begs a very interesting question. Now, what do you do with the extra time you're going to have in a flipped classroom with the kids?
The short answer is we don't know what the best use of your face-to-face class time is, but what we want to encourage you to do is to think about ways you can get your students engaged in some of the higher order thinking, the higher tiers of Bloom's taxonomy, the analysis and application and evaluation and creation components, all within the context of the content that they've already learned before they come to class in better ways with an expert in the room, a content area expert and a learning expert, and that expert.
So instead, lectures are viewed at home in a video format, which opens up more time during class for exercises, discussions, and projects, which apply the materials that the students review at home. This method works with engaging the students and active learning. With every individual lacking in education, including high school dropouts and children in different countries, opportunities are lost. Many brilliant people think that they're not. The internet provides individualized attention for anyone with access to it. Through online learning, students can create a unique learning process by focusing on their own strengths and weaknesses. They have the opportunity to control what they learn, and as a result, learn what they have a drive to. The internet furthers the intentions of reformers such as Horace Mann and continues to increase the numbers that have an available education. So how does this impact change how schools educate students? In order to keep up with new resources and technology available to students, teachers would need to be educated in workshops in order to keep up with and continue to engage their students. If they fail to do this, technology could very easily become the distraction that many fear that it will be in the classroom. Using technology in the classroom opens up opportunities for the teacher planning a lesson. If the flipped learning method mentioned earlier is applied, more time then is available for students to actually apply the knowledge that they recently learned. Technology can be a great part of education if school districts ensure their teachers are well educated and know how to use the resources that are available to them.
Created using Powtoon.